Well, despite a record high number of gun seizures by the NYPD, shootings on the streets continue as the summer wears on.
Now, violent assaults are happening all over as well, even against New Yorkers and New York law enforcement. Take a look at this video. It's tweeted out by the Police Benevolent Association. It shows a 16-year-old boy punching officers after he was confronted for illegally jumping a turnstile. A suspect was arrested and charged with assault of an officer, obstruction, and resisting arrest. He was released the very next day. The police union says the only way to make streets and subways safer is with a justice system that backs them up.
All right, joining us this morning, Pat Lynch, president of the PBA. Nice to have you back on Good Day, New York.
Good morning. Good to be back in person.
I'm sorry under these circumstances. That video that you tweeted out yesterday, I think everybody was so angry. But the governor of New York, despite the mayor saying we need to call everybody back to Albany to reform the bail reform laws, the governor of New York saying we did it already. What was this, like some weekend judge who let this person out? I mean, these crimes, she's saying, were eligible, you know, under the crime bail reform. Were they?
You know, we have to look at this problem in a bigger sense, a bigger picture. It's a number of things that are causing this. Yes, bail reform, the diaphragm law, the different laws that the city council and the state legislature have changed that made it more difficult for police officers to do their job. Just look at that tape. How violent was that? And this didn't start as you're under arrest. It started as an ejection. Look, pal, you have to leave the station, leave the system. And they refused. And the police officers were put in a position and then set upon a violent struggle. This is a police officer in full uniform in our subway system. It took 3 uniforms to try to subdue this person. Look at that fight. How unfair was that fight? And you may ask why. The diaphragm law. A police officer can't have a fight and touch you from your neck to your belt. How unfair is that? And what you saw was this perp put our police officer in a chokehold. Yeah. And we can't even touch them in the middle of the body. That's not safe for anyone, the police officer, the public, or even that person we're trying to place under arrest.
So Assembly Speaker Carl Heastie, obviously big voice, got lots of power in Albany. He's from the Bronx. Yeah. What's crime like in the Bronx, and why isn't he like saying we need to reform the bail reform?
You know, crime is skyrocketing. And what I say to our elected leaders, Carl included, is walk down the streets of your neighborhood and talk to the people that live and work there. They want to go back to feeling safe. They want a police officer standing on their corner, but they want a police officer that's empowered to do the job fairly. Right now, having you stand there and everyone is disregarding you, it's not going to work. Let's allow the police officers to do our job. Look, we've been here before. We know how to do this job. Allow us to do it before it gets out of control. Shootings in the Bronx are out of control.
Does Assembly Speaker Heastie have security?
I'm sure he walks around with a security detail with him. And that's fine. We understand high-profile positions, but it gives you a false sense of security. The rest of us have to walk down the street. The folks that are going to work in the morning, the people that are going to the subway, they're on their own and they feel afraid. I watched here, the Upper East Side, a woman walked by and was gripping her purse. I haven't seen that in years, because you know why? Because police officers did the job. We're doing our part. The rest of the justice system has to do their job as well. We're willing to do it. We know how to do it, but we need help. We need help of our elected leaders to allow us to do it, change the laws that they broke. All the stakeholders get in a room, admit that we made a mistake, they went too far, and adjust it really. Allow the police officers in there, allow the elected leaders at that table. You know, more importantly, bring the people of the city so you can really hear how they feel.
Why won't they do that, though? Because you're hearing from Carl Heastie saying that we don't think this is necessary to call a special session. Why won't they bring in elected officials, police officers, people from the city, people living in fear walking down the streets? Why won't they do that?
It has to be politics. Look, we talk about giving the judges the ability to take dangerousness into the equation, and they should. I think 48 states have that ability. Yeah. But then you have to ask this question: will the judges use that authority? Because remember, they come up through the political process as well. If the leaders of the political process are saying, don't worry about it, the judges won't either. So we need to have a real discussion, a quick discussion at the table, all the stakeholders, and we can fix it. Look, we're the New York City Police Department, and we're all New Yorkers. We've been here. We climbed out of it. Let's not jump back into that hole. And I'm afraid we're on the top of that hole looking to jump in.
When do you think that this responsibility falls into the hands of the people that elected these officials? When is it time to maybe put a little pressure on the people that, because sometimes I feel like we don't get to ask these elected officials some of these questions about bail reform. They just get elected and we're like, I don't know how. And we're not voting. Not many people are voting.
So the circle of conversation is really the consultants and the political class. We need the folks that are right now walking down the block going to the subway. We need the folks on the street corner that's going to work, waiting for the grocery store to open. We need them, yes, to vote. Now, it doesn't sound glamorous, but it's powerful. To go up the corner to the school or the senior center and fill in that little circle, bring your glasses so you can see it, but fill in that circle and vote, that's powerful because the elected leaders follow the votes. So again, not glamorous, but extremely powerful.
And in the meantime, what's it like for the police officers? Are they leaving? Do they feel completely demoralized?
We are down 2,000 police officers since 2019. And so far this year, we've lost 2,000 to retirement and quitting for better paying jurisdictions.
Are they coming from other states to like poach our police officers?
Yes, they are. Going to subway stations. There's hiring employment fairs for police officers where other departments, other states, and locally, Nassau, Suffolk, MTA, the troopers, they're coming, taking our highly trained police officers that the city spent time and money training, and they're poaching them. And why? They're paying them better, treating them better. We need to respect our police officers.
And they also don't want to deal with what we just saw on video.
That's exactly right. And just imagine that. You're going to work your standing post, and next thing you're fighting for your life. But I'm going to tell you a little secret. That happens every day in all of our neighborhoods to police officers. This one just happens to be on video.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. What should people do? Should they call their elected officials? What should they do right now, sitting at home, frustrated with what we're seeing in our city?
All the above. Vote. Go to your local community meetings, the community council meetings. Call your elected leaders and say, I want to feel safe. I felt it before. I want that feeling again. I don't want to be afraid getting on the subway. Scariest place in the world is by yourself in a subway car in the middle of a tunnel and a police officer's not there. You're right. Hire, pay, and bring our police officers back to our neighborhoods.
It's just so interesting that the two most powerful people in Albany, Andrea Stewart-Cousins and Carl Hastie, live in this city.
It's amazing, isn't it?
They must be seeing something different.
All right, thank you so much, PBA President Pat Lynch. We appreciate it.